You're just perp back with another video, and just got done watching Brightburn, one of my highly anticipated movies of this year, especially within the horror genre. And I gotta say, I was thoroughly entertained with this movie. It's not a perfect movie, but I think it does a lot of interesting things and setups. So this is not going to be a spoiler review per se, because it just came out. So I like to give people some time to actually go see it for themselves and see what they think about it. But pretty much, and I like how people are saying that this is like if Superman came to Earth and then turned good. For me, I feel like this is more of Zod. This kid is definitely Zod. He's more Zod than Kal-El. I really like the setups they do in this. I think it was very entertaining. Now, let me talk about the story real quick. So, the story is very basic. If you've seen Man of Steel, it's practically that, just as a horror movie. It's the same premise. A lot of mystery behind Brandon's character, which was that's Jackson A. Dunn's character. This is also directed by James Gunn. Very interesting stuff, and it also stars Jennifer Holland and David Denman. But pretty much this is a Superman story. It's like I said, the story is very basic. The kills in here were kind of meh. There's some really cool ones, but I think overall were kind of disappointing. Some shots they cut away from certain deaths, which is I thought was kind of corny. But didn't really take me out of the movie. I was still entertained throughout the movie. The atmosphere was definitely there. It's pretty terrifying, to be honest. Certain shots were really terrifying, just being in the same room as this kid. This is a 12-year-old kid with all this power. It was pretty terrifying. And one thing I found pretty goofy is how he switches off and on through his mask and whatnot, how he throws on his cape and everything, out of nowhere. I thought that could have been done better or explained better. But that's a little nitpick. What else we got? Yeah, so it's really interesting to me. I really thought this was an entertaining movie. Definitely go see this in theaters. But I think this would have been better off on Netflix, honestly. I think it would have reached more people. I think I could definitely see where critics will see the negatives. Definitely see the negatives in this movie. Certain things just don't land, in this movie. But it doesn't take away the enjoyment of the movie itself. I think it does a really good job of setting up a world where I said before this movie even came out, I hope that they turn this into some universe, or they turn this into a trilogy. I think it'd be a dope trilogy. You see Brightburn 2, completely different cast, and maybe he has a twin out there somewhere they are destined to cross paths and fight for the fate of the world. That would be pretty cool. Super generic, but I'd be cool with it. It's really interesting. I would really want to see a sequel of this. I don't know what they're gonna do with this movie in the future. I'm pretty sure this is it's probably gonna be a one-off. Hopefully not. Hopefully we get a Brightburn 2. That would be pretty interesting, because then they can expand more on his mythos and his backstory, where he comes from, who was his people, is he the last of his people? Like, that's certain things that they didn't explain in this. I can understand certain people's frustrations about that, but overall I thought this was a cool movie. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. But you guys should definitely go check it out. If you're a horror fan, you should definitely go check this out, because I think it's definitely worth watching. Hopefully they get a sequel. Maybe they make this into a trilogy. We can get something really cool going with this universe. But until my next video, I'm gonna have to check y'all later. And make sure you hit that sub button, hit that like button, and I'm out. Peace.
If everything I did failed, which it doesn't, it actually succeeds. But if everything I did failed, just the fact that I'm willing to fail is an inspiration. People are so scared to lose that they don't even try. Like, one thing that people can't say is they can't say, I'm not trying. I'm not trying my hardest, and I'm not trying to do it the best way that I know